Hi guys, thank you so much for joining me for day one of our 7 days of Pilates challenge. There is so many reasons that I love Pilates, not only just being that it's a really good way to move, build strength and connect with your body, but also the mindfulness element. So we're really practicing more mindfulness this year. It's a great time to start some new habits and choosing ourselves, and I'm so glad that you've decided to join me. So throughout this challenge, we are going to need some equipment. So it's going to be dumbbells, so just some hand weights if you've got them. If you haven't got them, don't worry, we can use things around the house just to add a little bit extra weight. Maybe like bottles of water or something, anything that you can just use to add a little bit of tension when we're doing the upper body work. And we'll probably be using a booty band as well. Again, don't worry if you don't have that, that's okay. We can still do all of these exercises with just our body weight. That's the beauty of mat Pilates. You can do it anytime, anywhere. Roll out a mat, roll out a towel, wherever you are, and just move with your body. So thank you so much. And the first workout we're going to do is going to be focused all around our mobility and easing into flow after a very busy Christmas period, whatever time of year you decide to join me for this 7-day challenge. Okay, so let's get into our first flow of this series. So we're going to start in a nice 4-point kneeling position here. So I want to make sure we've got a nice flat back here. Draw that belly button all the way up and back, keeping that core engaged throughout the movement. Really learning to breathe while keeping those muscles under tension. We're going to make sure that our wrists are directly underneath our shoulders, nice and long from crown all the way to tailbone. Guys, I gotta wake up for this January challenge. And we want to make sure that our hips are directly over our knees. So find a nice strength here, core drawn all the way back. We're going to start just by dropping the belly, let the gaze go up to the sky. Take a nice inhale here in through the nose, starting to connect with the body. And exhale, release, scoop all the way up and under. Exhale, release out through the mouth. A nice deep breath, sigh. Really pushing the ground through the hands and feel that nice stretch for the upper body and the shoulders here. A nice arch at the top of the spine. We drop, send those hips back, gaze comes up to the sky. Enjoy that inhale here. Feel the belly expand, keep the shoulders down away from the ears. And scoop it all the way under, taking that gaze through the legs. Exhale, release as we come all the way up, arching through that upper back. We've got 3 more here. Using the breath, arch all the way under. And 2. Last one. Now is a really good time if you want to add any more sways or rocks, maybe rocking backwards or forwards, or you want to sway through the hips. Maybe you just want to wriggle left and right, moving those hips around, find a nice C-curve left to right. Whatever feels good. You might want to circle the hips here, keeping that core engaged, that tension on. Belly button back. 1 more cat-cow. So we send it all the way up, gaze through the legs, and then drop that belly up to the sky. Well done. We're going to find a nice flat back position now. What we want to do is that left hand is going to open up to the sky. Find a nice rotation for the spine here. Gaze goes up with the fingertips, and then we're going to thread that needle all the way down and under. Left ear comes down to the mat if you've got that range. If not, that's okay. You can hold it up and just use that right arm for support. We're going to be able to expand our range throughout this series. So just be kind to yourself, be gentle with your body. Be proud of yourself for showing up for day 1. We come all the way back through, open it out, fingers go up. We thread that needle 1 more time. Well done. Keeping those hips nice and high here. So imagine the bottom of the ribs are drawing towards the tops of the thighs. We come back through center, plant that left hand down, find stability. This time we open up with that right hand, finding that rotation of the spine. We thread that needle through. So throughout my classes, I always like to recommend to people to breathe with the natural rhythm of the body. So whenever that breath, the inhale and the exhale feels right to you, whenever you want to inhale, hold and release, just listen to your body here. It's a really good time to tune into what you need. We're all very different. Thread that needle 1 more time. I'm going to exhale at the bottom here. Just drawing the breath in, finding that mindfulness as we move. We come back through center. When we're ready, we're going to tuck the toes, we pike those hips, we find our downward dog, send the hips all the way up to the sky, anchor down through the armpits. And we're going to start to pedal left and right, find a nice release. Starting to work through mobility, stretching those muscles, noticing any tightness or discomfort here. Just going gentle. We don't need the heels to touch down if we don't have that range, that's okay. We just want to make sure we keep those hips nice and high. We're here for 8, 7, in 6, we're going to ripple forward high plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We ripple forward. You might need to just step those hands slightly further up. We hold this high plank. We're going to rock for 8. 7 is that core engaged. Draw that belly button back. 5, 4, gaze to the top of the mat. 3, in 2, that left leg is coming between the hands. 1, we step it all the way up and under. We keep that right leg lifted. When we're ready, we're going to lift those arms up to the sky, hold in this low lunge, build and trust with ourselves. Hold in here, build that resilience, you guys. You've got it for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plant the hands, step it back, high plank. We rock for 8, in 7, right leg comes through. 6, 5, stay strong on those wrists. 4, gaze to the top of the mat. 3, core engaged. 2, stay with me, last one. Right foot comes up, keep that left leg up if you can. If you need to drop it, that's okay, but try and stay with me here. Lift those arms up, stay in that low lunge, open out through the hips, enjoy that stretch for 4, 3, breathe into it. 2, and 1, plant those hands, step it all the way back. We rock for 8, in 7, pike those hips. 5, 4 more, last 3, last 2, last 1. Hips go all the way up. We're going to lift and lower those heels together for 8, 7, draw the bottom of the rib to the tops of the thighs. 6, 5, keep those hips nice and high. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Check in with the breath. Are we still breathing? Left leg is going to come up to the sky now. We're going to open out. Find a nice 3-legged dog. Checking in with the breath. Really drawing that left heel towards the glutes. Stay nice and strong through that upper body. Well done. We're here for 4. In 3, left knee is going to come all the way through and meet our nose. 2, and 1, left knee comes through. We reach. Bring that nose down to knee. Extend, step it all the way back. Find that 3-legged dog. For 4, 3, keep that core engaged. 2, and 1, drive knee to nose. We've got 3 of these. Send it all the way back. Last 4 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Drive it in. Really releasing any tension for the hips here, opening them up nice and wide up to the sky, keeping that left heel towards the glute. 1 more, drive it through. Tiny pulses for the knee, up and up. 8, 7, 6, strong through the shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, step it back. Pike those hips all the way up. We're going to pedal the legs in that downward dog for 8, 7, in 6, we swap sides. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right leg comes up to the sky, open all the way out. Squeeze that heel towards the glute. That's it, you guys, doing so well. Using the breath. Can be so easy to hold our breath when we're flowing, but make sure you tune in and breathe. Drive that knee all the way into nose. Lift it all the way up, squeeze it back, open those hips up to the sky. for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drive knee to nose and tuck it under. There we go. Send it all the way back. Last 3. We drive it under. Last 2. Drive it under. Last 1. Send it all the way back. Under and pulse for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step it back. Find that high plank one more time. We're going to hold it here, building that core strength for 8, 7, 6. Stay strong. Gaze the top of the mat. Bums down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We drop the knees. Send it all the way back. We're going to find a child's pose. Tuning into the breath here. You might want to take some gentle rocks left and right through the hips. Those sit bones are all the way back on top of those heels. Resting your head down on the mat if that feels good. Reconnecting with our body, our breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Really nurturing our nervous system here as well. Well done. A few more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to come all the way up. We're going to drop our hips forward. Find length through the torso here. And we're going to take that left. Take a look over our left shoulder. Really keeping our pubic bone pushed down into the mat. Through center, take it over to the right. Back through center. We're going to come all the way up. Tuck the toes, find high plank, send it back. Downward dog. Holding here, enjoying this stretch. We're going to ripple forward, find high plank. Step those feet slightly wider, and we're going to add some shoulder taps for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more, last 3, last 2, last 1. We send it all the way back. Find that downward dog. We pedal for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more, last 3, last 2, last 1. We ripple it all the way forward. We step it out to the left, back through center, step it out to the right, back through center. Trying to stay nice and long from crown to tailbone here. Just moving from the glute, from the leg. Step it out for 4 and 3. Last 2. Last 1. We send it all the way back. Find that downward dog for the last time. Tailbone up to the sky. Holding here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to lift and lower left and right. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We come all the way down. We're going to end class as we started. We're going to find those cat-cows one more time. Drop the belly down. Send the gaze up to the sky. Send those hips up and back. And scoop. Send the gaze through the thighs. Reverse again. Up we go. And all the way through, enjoying that arch for the spine. Drawing that belly button back. You might want to add those waves, those sways, those circles, whatever feels good. If you do circles, make sure you reverse them all the way. We're going to come into a kneeling position now. And we're just going to relieve some of the pressure and the tension off of our wrists. Stretch them out long in front. Definitely start to feel a lot of weight on our wrists when we're doing Pilates, but it's so good for strengthening them. It's a body part and a muscle that we don't really strengthen or work enough. And we use it for everything. We flip the palms, turn them to face away. We're float them up to the sky, keeping the gaze nice and long out in front. We're going to drop left hand down behind our back now, taking a nice stretch for our tricep. I'm going to leave a little bit of pressure off the elbows too. Using the breath, calming the nervous system. We swap sides. Right hand comes down, reach those fingertips in between shoulder blades, keeping that core switched on. Ribs and hips, imagine that they're connected by a spring. Well done. We're going to interlace the fingers behind our back now, stretch out nice and proud through the chest. You might want to drop your head down to chest. Lift it up and go over to the left. Make a circle up to the sky, over to the right, down to chest, and back through center. Nice big circles now for the shoulders. Squeezing those shoulder blades together, opening out nice and proud through the chest. Reverse those circles for 4, 3, keep those hips and ribs engaged, 2, last one. Well done, you guys. We're going to come into a nice comfortable seated position on the mat now, whether that's cross-legged for you or whether that's kneeling, whatever feels good. And we're going to finish the class with a few moments of gratitude and breath work. So we're just going to start doing a little box breath. So we're going to breathe in through the nose for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We hold for 4 at the top. 1. We release for 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then we hold for 4. So we'll do a few breaths in that rhythm. I'll count you through it. We can close down the eyes. We can rest our hands on our knees with our palms facing up, open to receive. Just good to drop into our bodies and feel some connection and calmness. So when we're ready, we inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top for 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll do a few breaths like this. 3, 2, 1. We hold. 3, 2, 1. Release. 3, 2, 1. And hold. 3, 2, 1. Just maintain this count now with your breath work. And we're going to focus on a little bit of gratitude. Maybe it's for your families and loved ones over the Christmas period. Maybe it's some time off work. Maybe it's this time you've got for yourself now to move and flow and reconnect with your body. Maybe it's all the food you got to enjoy. Maybe it's your morning coffee. Maybe it's the nice wintry cold air if you're in a place that's wintry right now. Or maybe it's the blue skies and sunshine if you're fortunate like me in this lovely sunny weather. Just choosing a moment to connect with the breath, activating that parasympathetic nervous system, our rest and digest state, and just enjoying the moment for a few more seconds. Keeping those eyes closed if that feels good. Shoulders are down and relaxed. And last few seconds here. We're going to wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, open the eyes. We float those arms all the way up to the sky, hands to prayer. Bring them down to heart and give yourselves a clap. And thank you so much for joining me for day 1 of our 7-day Pilates challenge. And hopefully I'll see you for the rest of the days.